again, Robin O'Haron here. Just want to talk about a few things today. Thumbpicks, finger exercises on the fretboard, and how to easily change chords with economy of motion, which makes you a faster, better player. Okay, thumbpicks. So when you buy a thumbpick, they often look like this. See how big that is? That is huge. And it's going to clunk on the fretboard and make sounds you don't want, and it feels awkward. So there are a couple of other choices. This is a this is a thumbpick. I don't know who makes these, but it's got a smaller part here and it's adjustable. So when you put your thumb in, it's much smaller than that other one, which isn't bad, but it's still a little bigger than I like. I like Dunlop or National Thumbpicks, and they come way too big, but you trim it. Can you see how small that is right there? You trim it with a nail clipper, and then you take a nail file and round out the edges. You can get it exactly how you want, and then you're not going to get any unwanted clunks or clicks. Now when you play with a thumbpick, you don't want to make these big circles. Again, see how I'm resting my palm, anchoring my hand. You put your thumb on the string and just push down, and the next string stops your thumb. If you're doing an alternating bass, you have to lift your thumb a little bit, but see how small that motion is? If you want to get, so fingerstyle guitar and Piedmont blues especially has an alternating bass and a melody line. Now the fingers each have a string, and they are just, it's just this motion. And again, the smaller the motions, the better you'll play, the less you'll hurt yourself. So the motions are tucking your fingers into the string and just pulling your finger up, not your whole hand. So you've got this down and then this up, right? Your thumb covers the bass notes, your fingers cover the melody notes. Okay, let's talk about, so on the fretboard, it's always one finger for each fret. Now my hand is placed in the middle of the back of the neck. My elbows tucked in, and one finger for each fret. Now this is a very hard exercise, but it has a huge payoff when you finally can do it. I call it the push down, don't push down exercise. Most people, when they're playing notes, their fingers are flying into space. Same with chords. We don't want that, okay? So you put your fingers here, and we're going to go down the neck. First finger, push down, don't push down. Such a small motion. Second finger, push down, don't push down. Try to keep all your fingers near the frets. Third finger, push down, don't push down. Fourth finger, push down, don't push down. That's how you want to be able to play, and it's hard. It's hard to do that. You're going to go the first 4 frets, slide down to the 5th fret, and do it again, the 9th fret, and do it again. And then you can do it going the other way up as well. Same thing in reverse. Now let's talk a minute about the notes. The musical alphabet goes from A to G, and then it repeats. In between each whole note, there are half notes. The fretboard, each fret is a half note, half step, not whole notes. In between the whole notes, there are half steps between the notes, and the frets have half steps. So, and going this way down the neck, the half steps are going to be sharps. Going that way up the neck, the half steps are flats. There is no half step ever between B and C and E and F. So, for instance, on the first string, you're just going to take the alphabet. E open, E sharp, no, sorry, no half step between E and F. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. And then you can do it going the other way, and it's all flat. So it'd be like E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, and on. That's really helpful. You can do that with every string, and eventually you'll start to remember where the notes are. You can figure out the root notes of chords. You can start to learn scales that are in a key that work with what you're playing, and your fingers are going to get really good at pushing down and not pushing down instead of flying off into space. In addition, let's talk about how you change chords. I'm going to use House of the Rising Sun as an example. So we start on A minor, first finger, second string, first fret, second finger, fourth string, second fret, third finger, third string, second fret, A minor. To get from A minor to C, all we have to do is lift our third finger and put it on the fifth string, third fret. Remember, we count the strings from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not the top. So A minor, C, very small motion. To get from C to D, we're going to take that third finger and put it on the second string, third fret. Then we just put these other two fingers on either side on the second fret, like a triangle. It kind of makes a triangle. So from C to D, first finger, third string, second fret, second finger, first string, second fret. And you can do it as a unit. If you have an open note that you're playing, like a bass note, you can use that time to get to the next chord instead of waiting for the note to be done. To get from D to F, we're going to take our first finger, slide it up and flatten it on these two strings, again with our thumb in the middle of the back, our second finger on the third string, second fret, our third finger on the fifth string, third fret, and our fourth finger on the fourth string, third fret, F. To get back to A minor, all we have to do is we take this flattened finger and just tilt it up so it's on that second string, and then we're going to put the second and third fingers down on the fourth and third strings respectively to make A minor. To get from A minor to E, we just move the whole thing over one, that way. A minor, E. So the reason we use a thumb pick, I don't remember if I went, we don't want to make deep sweeping motions, I might have said this, but we wanted to just, you insert the pick inside the string and push down, the next string stops it. Now, if you're doing an alternating bass, like in Piedmont blues or a lot of fingerstyle guitar, you have to lift it a little bit, but it's minimal. The thumb always plays the bass, except when there are exceptions, and the fingers always play the melody. Like that. So the fingers are kind of tucked in, 1, 2, 3, under 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 is actually 3, 2, 1 on the strings. Right, that's confusing. But if it's just one finger, same thing, it's a small motion. You're just going like this with your fingers to pluck strings. Unless, and if this is a brush, this is a pluck, this is a brush, down or up. But again, your hand's barely moving. It's all in the fingers. And we use the thumb pick to emphasize the bass. As solo players, bass is so important, and it just gives it a little more oomph. if you're interested in learning about actual finger picks for the other fingers, post it in the comments and I'll talk about that one time. So hope that helps. Have fun.